Okay.
In 1940, Ed and Blanche had a baby girl. Now, it was not the last baby they would have, but it was one of their big family. And she was born in 1940 in Clarksville, Tennessee. And in 1940 in Clarksville, Tennessee, the medical situation, the hospital situation, the health situation was not stellar. And baby girl, as they called her, had a lot of problems. She ended up having scarlet fever, but survived that. She had the measles, and she survived that, if you can imagine. But she just wasn't developing properly. She had trouble walking. And so they decided in 1940 that they needed to take her to Nashville, which was 50 miles away, to have a doctor take a look at her. And so they went to the McHarry Medical Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, the McHarry Medical Hospital was one of just a few hospitals in America that would see African American patients. McHarry has quite the history. It was started after the Civil War during the period of Reconstruction. It's one of just a few medical schools that was actually started in the South. And so that is where African American families had to go for treatments. And so they took baby girl to McHarry in 1940, and the doctors, the best doctors they had, took a look at her, and they examined her, and then they walked out. You've all had, unfortunately, a long day in the hospital like this. And the doctors walk out, they look at the family, they look at Ed, they say, listen, you're just going to have to change your expectations for her. She's not going to walk, and she's not going to run. And she's going to wear braces. This is who she is. Well, of course, this was devastating news to Ed and Blanche. And of course, I'm already over my 1 minute, so I'm not going to be able to give you the whole story. But maybe you can look at the sermon from yesterday and get the whole story. But here it is. No, we can't do that because we're running a rerun tomorrow for yesterday. I don't even know what day it is, but this coming Sunday, February the 5th, will be a rerun. Well, that won't be this coming Sunday because we're filming this, although we are filming this before February the 5th. We're actually not going to show it until February the 6th. So I'm in a time warp here. Yesterday's sermon online is not the sermon that I'm giving the 1 minute update on. It's the sermon that I preached yesterday, which you didn't see and you can't see. So I guess I have to tell the rest of the story. Okay. All right. Anyway, here we go. So they go back home and they tell the family. All the families gather around, cousins, everybody, and it's bad news. She's never going to walk. She's going to have to wear braces. But there was one woman in the family. Her name was Big Mama. Big Mama stood up and she said, all right, I know it's 1940 and I know we've come a long way with medicine, but those doctors don't know everything and they don't know the great physician. I'm going to be praying for baby girl. And so Big Mama started praying for baby girl. I want you to go and I want you to look up the name Rudolph. That's the last name, Rudolph. This baby girl, she grew up to be a track star at Tennessee State University. And then she grew up and went to the Olympics and won medals in the Olympics. So sometimes there are people who will judge us and tell us that our condition is our conclusion. But our condition is not our conclusion, as long as God is our God.